All right, welcome back. As I mentioned, Harendra Kumar and Bharat Dalal are with us. Morning, gentlemen. Harendra, to you first. How would you gauge the mood of this market, especially in the Friday session where we took support from our own local strengths and not really got dragged by the global sentiment?
Yeah, actually, if you look at it, much of the news, adverse or positive, has been priced into the market currently now. So we are more like in a trading range, between 12,500 to anywhere between 16,500. So I think some stability will return in, and we're going to trade in a particular range despite the global news or positive or negative.
Okay, just checking on the Singapore Nifty, which is off 34 points, so 0.75% right now at 4405. Bharat, with the Nifty close above 4,400 on Friday, where is the next level of resistance?
Good morning, Namrata. Currently, Nifty in the very short term is in a range of 4250 and 4450. If 4450 is breached on the upside, then we have a gap at 4524 and 4556. That gap should then be breached. Now this gap was there were three gaps when it had declined earlier up to 16 July. So this was the gap which remained unfilled. The balance remaining two gaps were filled up. So in the very short term, I look at a range of 4250 and 4450, and in the more longer term of the short term, I look at a range on the upside. If 4556 is violated, then I look at 4650 and 4800.
Good morning, gentlemen. Prashant also joining in. Harendra, first off, question to you. Reliance Communications sold off big time on Friday, 12-13%. Have you come out with a downgrade on that particular stock after the earnings?
We don't have a rating on the stock, but prima facie, if you look at it, there is a clear deterioration in the numbers, minutes of usage, client ads, etc., and some amount of accounting issues as well. So I think clearly market is pricing in those challenges. So at this point of time, clearly concerns overweigh the positives. So you stay overweight on Bharti at this point of time.
Bharat, how's Reliance Communication looking to you? Bharat, RCom, Friday sold off big time. How's it looking to you on the charts?
It has become weak, and on the charts, it has made a gap around 492 and 82 levels. So unless that gap is breached, it would be declining further. Now on the downside, the support level is around 395 levels. In case that is breached, then we would have more pain on the downside.
Bharat, Tata Steel is showing good degree of strength. I think it's up close to 13% over the week, and the stock shut shop at 680 rupees. Would you still look at entering into Tata Steel?
Tata Steel has come to its resistance level around 675-80 levels, and if this level is breached and sustained, then it would be heading for 740-750 levels. And on the downside, it has support at 640 levels. So this is the range for Tata Steel.
Harendra, a lot of PSU companies, especially the PSU banks, led the banking and financial space higher on Friday's session. Of course, noise of reforms and disinvestment is getting louder and louder. We do expect something on that 25% cap on or 25% mandate on public shareholding in all companies as well coming through this week. Would you look at entering into PSU banks? What is your call there?
See, PSU banks, again, clearly the differentiators are between large ones and small ones. Small ones will clearly face the pressure of a challenging macroeconomic environment. See, these news-based triggers are primarily triggers because currently we're in the midst of a slowdown and a tightening rate environment. So I think fundamentals are deteriorating, and clearly, you have to differentiate between stronger banks and weak banks and keep aside the news. Valuations have become really attractive at this point of time. 0.6 times price to adjusted book for forward FI10. But yes, in this space as well, we would stick to the reasonably stronger banks and banks with a larger size.
Harendra, capital goods is a space. There's been a little bit of news flow on the nuclear deal front, progress, particularly on the nuclear deal front. Do you expect some more gains on that particular pack? L&T, at least the large cap, BHEL, ABB, Siemens?
See, they've come out significantly from their highs, but at this point of time, we don't see the PEs re-rating because we see, with the industrial IIP numbers not so optimistic, we see, the investments projects slowing down. So from the next 2 years, we see them only tracking earnings, and a PE multiple expansion is very remote. I think clearly we're in a cycle where, for the next 6 to 7 months, we're going to be a little slow on our execution as well as new projects announcement. So on a prospective basis, or a forward-looking basis, things are not as optimistic as it was probably last couple of years. So yes, from here on, we'll track earnings.
Sorry for that interruption. My question was, is the nuclear deal expected to provide some sort of a near-term run-up for these stocks? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, there is a possibility. It is again a news trigger only because fundamentally it will only come up probably after 2 years because these are all very long gestation projects.
Okay, I just want to talk about a bit of mid-cap activity. The entire sugar space rose on Friday. Of course, you got fundamental triggers also in terms of improved pricing expected in Indian domestic sugar prices by the year end. You've already seen them rising over the past 1 month as well. I'll just read out some of those closing figures of the major sugar companies, Bharat, and just give me a technical call on what to your mind seems strongest. Bajaj Hindustan shut shop at 165, Sri Renuka at 134, Balrampur Chini at 89 rupees.
Namrata, of the three stocks you have mentioned, my first ranking would be Sri Renuka Sugar, second would be Bajaj Hindustan, and then Balrampur Chini. Renuka Sugar is around 134 levels. If it crosses 138, then we would see it jumping to around 155-60 levels. And on the downside, it has a good support at 118-19 levels. For Bajaj Hindustan, I see a range. If it crosses 180, then it would be touching 205-10 levels.
Okay.